Good evening, dear students. Today we are going to see about blood and its composition. Blood is the main circulatory medium in the human body. It is a fluid connective tissue. It is in red color. Blood is a connective tissue and blood is called a transport. The components present in the blood are the fluid plasma and formed elements that is called blood cells. Blood cells are found suspended in the plasma. They are just suspended in the plasma. Plasma. It is a fluid component of blood. It is slightly alkaline in nature. Alkaline means basic in nature. It constitutes 55% of blood. It contains non-cellular substances. That means the substances without cell. These non-cellular substances are called organic substances. They are like proteins, glucose, urea, enzymes, hormones, vitamins and minerals are present in the plasma. Composition of blood is divided into two. One is plasma and another one is formed elements. Plasma contains amino acids, proteins, nutrients, nitrogenous waste, electrolytes and gases. In case of formed elements, it is divided into three. They are erythrocytes RBC cells, leukocytes WBC cells, platelets that is thrombocytes. This leukocytes is divided into two subclassification. They are granulocytes and agranulocytes. Granulocytes consist of they are neutrophil, basophil, eosinophil, and agranulocytes are divided into two. They are lymphocyte and monocyte. Blood cells are formed elements. They are of three types. Red blood corpuscles RBC, it is otherwise called as erythrocytes. WBC, that is white blood corpuscles, it is otherwise called as leukocytes. Finally, blood platelets, it is otherwise called as thrombocytes. First is RBC, erythrocytes. They are most abundant cells in the human body. So RBC, it is formed from bone marrow. They are biconcave and disc-shaped cells. They are red in color. It is due to the presence of respiratory pigment hemoglobin. Matured mammalian RBC do not have cell organelles and nucleus. RBC does not have cell organelles and nucleus. Its lifespan is 120 days. It transports oxygen from lungs to the tissues. Next is WBC, white blood corpuscles. It is otherwise called as leukocytes. They are colorless. They do not have any hemoglobin. They are nucleated, means it contains nucleus. They are formed from bone marrow, spleen, thymus and lymph nodes. They are capable of amoeboid movement. This WBC consists of immune system, immune power, immunity. These WBC are present in our body. Lymph nodes, that is below the neck. Thymus, it is inside of the chest. Bone marrow, inside the bone. And spleen, it is in the abdomen. So classification of WBC, it is divided into two categories. One is granulocytes and another one is agranulocytes. Granulocytes means it will have granules. You can see the diagram. A small dots will be present in neutrophil, eosinophil and basophil. That small dots, that is called granules. In agranulocytes, there will not be any dots. They are monocyte and lymphocyte. Granulocytes, they contain granules in the cytoplasm, that is the dots. Their nucleus is irregular or lobed. They are of three types. First one is neutrophil. They are large in size. They have 2 to 7 lobed nucleus. You can see the diagram. It will consist of 2 to 7 more lobed nucleus will be present. They form 60 to 65 percentage of total leukocytes. They increase in numbers during infection and inflammation. Inflammation means swollen. Next is eosinophils. They have bilobed nucleus. Bilobed means two lobes will be present. They form 2 to 3 percentage of the leukocyte. They increase in numbers during allergy and parasitic infections. This brings about detoxification of toxin, that is poisonous materials can be detoxified. Next is basophils. It have a lobed nucleus. They form 0.5 to 1 percentage of the leukocytes. They release chemicals during the process of inflammation. When it is swollen, they are able to release the chemicals. Agranulocytes. They do not have granules in the cytoplasm. They are two types. First one is lymphocytes. They form 20 to 25 percentage of the total leukocytes. They produce antibodies during bacterial and viral infections. These antibodies, they can resist the infections to enter the body. Monocyte. They are the largest of the leukocyte. They are amoeboid in shape. They form 5 to 6 percentage of the leukocytes. They are phagocytic and they can engulf bacteria. That means they can gulf means they can eat the bacteria. The third blood cell is platelets or thrombocytes. They are small and colorless. They do not have any nucleus. They are about 2,50,000 to 4 lakhs platelets per cubic millimeter of blood will be present. Its lifespan is 8 to 10 days. They are essential for blood clotting or blood coagulation. They form clot at the site of injury and prevent blood loss. When you are hurt, suddenly blood oozes out. That blood will be stopped by one and only the blood platelets. Finally, functions of blood. Transport of respiratory gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide. Transport of digested food materials to different body cells. It transport hormones. It transport nitrogenous excretory products like ammonia, urea and uric acid. It is involved in protection of the body and defense against diseases. It acts as buffer and also helps in regulation of pH, positive hydrogen, and body temperature. It maintains proper water balance in the body. So dear students, listen to the video clip, understand it and study well and write the composition and functions of the blood in the science classwork note. Okay, we'll see on Monday. Bye.